Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome to the edition of Minecraft Direwolf20. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. If you recall, I said I was going to start making a house this episode, and I've kind of put the base in here right now. I'm not too far away from where we actually started, about 200 meters away or so, 173. I just like these, I forget what these are called, Jakarta leaves. I think it looks kind of cool, so. And it's close to the water, and for whatever reason I like to live close to the water. It's relatively flat as well. So we're just making ourselves our little house here, and I think I've gone with a 9x9. I think is what ended up happening. It's probably tall enough for now. I think that's what ended up happening, was just going for a 9x9. I think that's what it is, at least. I don't know. I'm never very good at building things, so I just end up making it what I think looks good. But I found a witch's hut over there, which isn't too far away, and I also found some endermites. Those things, I can't believe how tough those little guys are. They are not fun at all. I was not delightfully surprised at all when I found out how annoying they were. I got rocked by them right off the bat. I found like 2 of them. I'm like, oh, this is a little small enderman. No, not just a small enderman. They can just roast you. Well, that's what I found, at least. Anyways, that should be good for the frame. Let's do something different for the inside. This is as fancy as it gets. Let's go for with dent, with panel, dark panel. Sure. Let's see what that looks like. Looks good enough. Can always change it later on. It's not a big deal. For the longest time, I thought you were able to just use this and click on what you were looking at to change it, but you can't. Oh well. It's funny, I can't even see the corners anyways now. I guess if I had the glass, I would probably put glass along the sides here. That is what I would probably end up doing, I think, just because I like the way it that looks, and I could always change it later on. What did I go with? Dark panel. And I love how easy this is. This is, if you're not an artistic person, it makes your life so much easier. It's not even funny. If you ever watch Direwolf20, for example, he's not very artistic. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll go for a different one in the middle. Maybe with the light panel. Sure. I know he has a heck of a time making things look pretty. Oh, that kind of looks like lights. It's kind of cool. And of course, it's getting dark. Alright, let's head back home. I will sleep, and I'll see you back at home. Alright, so we're back at our base here. Just slept. And I'm gonna make a few things while we're here, where all our resources are. So we might just leave this as a mine area for the time being. As you can see, we were just processing a little bit of our stuff. This is all what we have so far. Nothing too crazy, but it's definitely enough to get us going. Now, the thing I want to do is, we're kind of producing a lot of energy right now, but we don't have any way to store it. So let's see what it takes to make a leadstone energy cell. Alright, so there's a leadstone energy cell. So what do we have? We need to make a energy cell frame, which is a little bit of lead, some glass, and redstone. I think we can do that. Lead, glass, and there's a little bit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we need some glass. Should have glass around here somewhere. Where did it go? There it is. And a little bit of lead. And that'll allow us to at least store some of this energy. Where is our lead? There it is. Let's put that in there. Alright, so we want to make this. So we need this first. Like so. And redstone. Ooh, electrum. We don't have electrum. How do you make electrum? So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and make electrum, which of course I believe is silver and gold, I want to say. Is it silver and gold? Pulverized silver and gold. Alright, so lucky for us, we have, let's make one of these, and 1 gold and 1 silver. We should have some silver around here. Oh, there we go. And we can do it a couple different ways. You can use the alloy smelter to make it, or we can use the induction furnace to make it as well. I guess we'll use the alloy smelter. Let's put it into alloy mode, and then we'll put silver and gold, and that should make us some electrum, which will make us our fancy dancy little, I don't know what they call it, reception coil, I think they're called. We need some more redstone. Now, I did a little bit of mining between this episode and the last, not a crazy amount, but just enough to keep us busy. So that will eventually, is it done? Electrum, where are you? Oh goodness, oh there it is. Alright. Let's make our electrum redstone conductance coil. I was a little bit off. So we need to make the frame, which of course is done like so. So let's do that. And then we need to put the reception coil on the bottom, and then a little bit of copper around the outside, and then we'll be good to go. Perfect. So that is the stage 1. And the nice thing about these leadstone energy cells is that you can upgrade them really easily. So this will allow us to store some of our energy. So let's go ahead and just do that right now while we're kind of sitting here doing not very much. Alright, so let's grab that right there and put that down. And what we can do is it can only go up to 80 RF per tick, which is one of these. So let's see what we can, if we can upgrade it. I don't know if we can right now. Energy, what is the next one? Hardened, I believe. Can we do that? Invar? Oh yeah, we could definitely do that. Let's do that right now. Invar. I think we actually have some Invar still. Look at that, 4 Invar ingots. I think I planned this. Nice. Alright, leadstone in the middle, and I believe it's like that. Sweet. There you go. And the reason why we wanted to do that is because we have two energy steam dynamos, which produce 80 RF a tick each, so this little leadstone energy cell would not have done very much for us. Alright, good. That's that. Let's put this in there and grab these 2 things, put those back. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I have any extra wool, so I can make another bed over at the other place. No, of course not. No. Oh well. So what I'll do is we can only sleep. Alright, so we're going to go and finish the rest of our house over there. I'm going to try and make up maybe 1 or 2 more of those buildings, and then we'll come back and we'll think about starting to move. Alright, I'll make a couple buildings and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we're back, and as you can see, I've built a second room here, so I guess we'll make one a bedroom, I suppose, and the other room can be some sort of machine room. But this is how we're going to set it up for the time being. I think that looks pretty good, considering I don't usually make things really nice looking. That looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. As you can see, we're a little bit far away, so we need to go ahead and transport stuff from one area to the other area, which is always the most painful thing to do ever. So we're going to go ahead and just truck back here right now. And I know there's some ways to get across distances. You could use a portal gun would work, I suppose. A train would work, I guess. You could also go, I think it's called Ender Porters from Ender.io. I just don't have any Ender Pearls yet, so I can't really go ahead and make that as of yet. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just make a waypoint for my house first, because I walked away from it last time and I didn't realize where it was. So I had to go find it. I'll call it Home 2.0 or something. The other reason why I wanted to move away from the other place was, of course, because there was a little bit of sludge right there. So I've been known to jump into sludge, not on purpose, but it's not fun when you do. 2.0. There we go. That'll make our lives easier. Let's just take a quick look to see if there is anything we can do. Let's just block this off for the time being. See if there's anything we can do to transport. We could actually use a train. I don't know. Nope. I have some tracks actually, which is kind of funny. Do I have enough to make this? No. Not yet. That's unfortunate. That would have been cool. Maybe I will do that at some later date then. The Ender Porter, I think it's called. Not the Ender Pearl. Porter, I think it's called, something like that. You can use that from Ender.io. I forget. I think it's called that. Well, it's basically a block that'll move you from one area to the other area. What about the staff of traveling? Staff of traveling. I think you can just make this, can't you? Oh no, you have to find it. Oh no. Ender crystal, which is made with a soul binder, soul vial, and a vibrant crystal. Yeah, okay. Harder than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so having said all that, what we'll do, I think, is we will use the age-old tactic of the dolly, which is always nice. Just a little bit of iron and a piece of wood. You can use any wood you want, and this will carry one chest at a time, which is really slick, and it allows you to do this trip. Well, you can do it in fewer trips if you want to, but just the way it works. I need to get some more glass up here because right now it's just wide open for the time being, and we'll have to, I guess I could just put some blocks up there for the time being. The one really cool thing is this chisel actually works with glass as well, so that thickened glass is from Extra Utilities, and it's really easy to make with the chisel mod actually, which I thought was really cool. Alright, so I guess we'll head back here, and I guess we'll leave it open. Leave it closed, I guess. This is always the annoying part of when you first start out. You have to go find a new place to live, and then you have to do the whole transporting aspect of things. I never liked it, but it is, well, I could have just stayed where I was, but I liked this location a bit better, mainly because it was just, I don't know, looked nice around the area. I even thought about, you know, going on this little area right here, on this little island. I thought that'd be kind of funny, but I didn't think it was quite big enough, and I knew I was going to need more room eventually, so going on the island wouldn't have been the best thing. Alright, I'll be back when we get back to the other place. Alright, so I'm back here at my base, just taking some parts, taking some stuff down, as you can see. And one of the things I'm running into is I don't want to make that many trips. So as I said, I was going to use the dolly. So let's grab some of this, and let's grab a little bit of wood from upstairs. So we're just going to make a dolly. Now let's put some stuff away in here, so we can grab this so it doesn't despawn or anything crazy like that. So I'm going to grab a dolly, and how do we make a dolly? I guess we don't have any wood. Of course. Alright, so let's just make a little bit of wood here from, oops, that. And the easy way to make a dolly is just like so, which is really easy. Now the other thing we can do with this is we have this chest right here, and we can actually upgrade this chest to make it even better than it is now. So that will allow us to make fewer trips, basically, which is the really nice thing about that. So hopefully by upgrading this to a gold chest, we'll be able to put more stuff in it, so we can just do stuff like that, and that will only be one trip as opposed to multiple trips now. We can even take it a step further. We can make it a diamond chest as well. So see how much more that carries now? So that's going to be just one trip in there. So if we grab the rest of, let's just grab a piece of cobblestone here and place it down just like so. And then we can grab the rest of this. Perfect. So now what we can do is we can upgrade it one more time. We can, oops, if we go gold to diamond, so 2 diamonds, gold, and a little bit of glass. That is pretty easy. We could do that. And then that will allow us to make hopefully fewer trips, and we can combine some of this stuff into that. Oops, I wanted some glass. Let's just make as much glass as we can. So let's grab a furnace, which is, where did I put it? Oh, there's somewhere. There's probably another thing down there. We can make glass in here too. I don't think it's any faster though. But we actually need to get that stuff out of there too. No, actually what we'll do is we'll do this. This is always a problem I always have with moving. It's like you gotta go through the whole process of making things or returning things back to their forms they were. 22, actually no. 22, that will be a pain to do it that way. Alright, let's do it this way then. We'll make a couple blocks of gold, and that will of course make our lives so much easier. Because then we have to do it like twice as opposed to I don't know how many times. Excellent. So a little bit of glass that's still melting up anyways, so that's good. We're going to need that to make glass anyways, so it's not a big deal. Let's make another block of gold. And what we could do is we could actually do that with some of these resources so they don't take up so much space. Like the aluminum, for example. Although the one problem I think with aluminum is if you make it into a block, I think if you make it into a block like this and you take it back, I don't think it works well. So we will not do that with aluminum. But I think anything else you can do it with. We can do that with the gold for the time being. And like so, like so. And that will hopefully take up less space now. Yes, it will. Excellent. We even got some more gold here. Alright. Nope. Perfect. So now it's taking up 2 spots as opposed to however many other spots it was. Get the iron and do the same thing with it. Iron. And iron. And then we can do the same thing with iron as well, which will make our lives a little bit easier and take up a little bit less space. There we go. Perfect. We can make one more here. Actually, a couple more. Perfect. Look at that. There you go. Another way to just save some more space so we can hopefully get as much as we can in here. Alright, let's go see if we got that glass ready to go. I don't know if it makes a difference whether it's if it's regular glass or not, but we're going to find out here in a second. Also, it'll be nice to have a little bit more space around here once it's all said and done. It's just one of those things where you have to open up an area for you to give yourself enough space to work around things. Perfect. We're going to need this ingot, oh my goodness, ingot cast as well. So I'll be back when this is all ready to go. Alright, so I got the gold to diamond chest upgrade, and it turns out you can only use vanilla Minecraft glass. But anyways, so as you can see, it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. We have way more space now, which is really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and see what else we can fit in here, and hopefully we can decrease number of trips. So that's 1 trip so far. What else do we need? Let's grab some of this stuff in here. And there's always a possibility of course, upgrading these other chests as well, so it's only 1 trip as opposed to multiple trips here. So that's always nice. See, look at that. You can fit more stuff in there still. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably make a couple of trips, it looks like, and we have more, just lots of random stuff. So luckily we can actually go through and deal with this stuff relatively easily now. Some of it's actually going to stack, which is kind of comical. There we go. So that's 1 chest. That'll be just 1 trip. So let's see if we have anything else that we can put in there from the other chests. I'm sure we do. Not that one, but maybe this one. And some of it, of course, we can probably put it in the trash anyways because we don't need. And then if we can do it like this and get rid of some of this stuff, that would be really nice. Alright, so once I am all said and done, what else do we got here? Lightning. We can just eat these berries because we don't need them. What else we got here? Put that in there. Essence berries. Don't need any of that stuff. I can take that back. Grab the torches back. Lightning seeds. We don't need those. Alright, so once it's all said and done, I'll move the stuff over off camera and then I'll show you when it's all moved over. Talk to you a bit. Alright, just bringing the last of the pieces back here with our dolly, as you can see. So I got most of the stuff ready back here, as most of it, I think I left 1, maybe 2 chests that I wasn't using, and that's about it basically, but everything else is over here now. I picked up this quarried stone because I originally was going to make a house out of quarried stone, but the quarried stone doesn't work with chisel, which kind of made me a bit sad actually. I totally thought it did, but it definitely does not. Alright, so let's take a look at how we can set this room up a little bit. Let me just clear that other chest I had. There it is. Let me just get rid of some of my inventory here, and we don't need half this stuff anyway, so let's just clean this out and then start from scratch. We'll need that. Perfect. Alright, so I think this is going to be the machine room for the time being. So let's go ahead and set up our machines. So we need the alloy smelter, we need this sag mill, and maybe a couple chests. We'll see. Induction smelter, fluid transposer, that. And we also need our, not our Stirling generator, we'll need that eventually. And this, and those, there it is, that's what I was looking for. Alright, so where should we put this? Put it along the back wall here, so we can put the sag mill right here. It looks so different than normal. Alright, so we'll put the sag mill. So what we'll do is we'll put a chest on top of the sag mill, like so, and then it'll input from that chest. And then we can set it so it outputs, I think you can set it so it outputs automatically into the alloy smelter. We'll set this in all smelting, just furnace only mode, and we'll set it so it outputs, I guess you could set it up so it outputs from the top too, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. Alright, so there we go. Maybe we'll just set it so it outputs to the side for the time being. We'll figure that out. So let's set this up, configure, top, set it so it's pull, and push on the side, and this guy will set it up so he pulls from this side and he outputs to that side. Good. So let's get underneath these guys here. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a drop off here, which is kind of funny actually, but it works out to our benefit, because then when we need to actually, set up some pipes and whatnot, it'll make our lives a bit easier. Let's jump up here. There we go. So let's hook this pipe up here. So we need that conduits, and what we'll do, how do we want to set this up? Where do we want to put the engines? Ideally we'll have the engines. What we can do is make a little basement area underneath here, and supply that, make that an area for our energy. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. So we'll grab this and we'll just block this little area off here. There we go. And we'll make a little tiny basement area. So let's grab this and the chisel, wherever that got off to. There it is. And I really like this chisel. I didn't realize how easy it was to work with it, but it's super, super easy. Alright, let's just make a little basement area around here. So we're just gonna, bring the bottom down a little bit more, and then what we'll do is we'll probably make some stairs or something eventually. That will probably be the what we'll do. But for now, we'll just make it so it's like this. Where's my steel shovel? That'll make our lives so much easier. Well, there's a shovel. There's the steel shovel. Perfect. Alright, so let's just make this little area down here. And we'll just make, like I said, we'll just make it a little area where we can set up our engines for the time being. There we go. That's good enough for the time being. Alright, so let's get the hardened energy cell. We'll put that right there, and we'll make it so I believe it's output on the top. I always forget which one's input and which one's output. And then we'll have some energy cells right there, and we'll set it up so one energy cell, or one steam dynamo there, one steam dynamo there, and that means we also need some water. So let's grab, actually we can do it this way, we'll do it this, set that down right there. Actually we can probably do it even more efficiently by putting that there and taking that out, taking that out. Let's put the world upgrade in there, and let's put the pipe right there. And then what that'll allow us to do is we can just put water in there, and then it'll be good to go. So let's get out of here. And let's grab some buckets. Where did our buckets get off to? This is always a problem when you first move. I don't see them. Nope, there's one. And I had, oh no, I used one. So let's make another one actually. Where's a crafting table? There we go. And let's grab some iron. We just need 3 iron. And we'll get some water. I think this is, I need to make a door for this place eventually. I'm so bad at doing that. I always end up just having a little, a portal like that, so to speak, initially, and then I end up getting a door at some point, but for now, it's going to be the way it is, and I'll put a door in there once I'm finished doing what I'm doing, I think. Alright. Water there, and water there, and that should keep our system well watered, I guess you could say. Perfect. So now these guys should have water. They do, and they have some energy, which is good. And I believe maybe it's orange. I'll have to come, I'll figure it out. Alright. And perfect. So that gives us a little bit of an area down there where we can work with. I'll open it up, make it a bit more, a bit better eventually. But for the time being, that'll definitely work. Now, do we have anything we can process at the moment just to verify? I don't think you can put that through the sag mill. Nope. Cinnabar? No. Oh, yes, we hear you. So let's put that in there. So it should be putting it through the system. And it's going to just go through everything, which is fine, I guess. And is it pulling out? No. There we go. It is going to hide it the right way the first time. Perfect. Alright, so it's working. This is good. So what we'll do is I think maybe I'll just make a little stairwell or something down there off camera. But for now, I think that's a good enough place to wrap it up for now, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Direwolf20's Minecraft pack, or Minecraft's Direwolf20 pack, however you want to say it. Anyways, we'll fiddle around with that some more next episode. And until then, catch you guys later.